Hello, Richard Moya here with eProperty Realty, welcoming everybody back to my coaching blog. Today I have a very interesting topic. It's about team building, some of the key components to building a team. So I've been approached by many people, well, what did you do to build a team? Well, kind of broke it down to a few very important components that are important. Of course, there's all kinds of things. It's going to be very hard to cover all those things that are very important to building a team. But here are some of the key components that I thought that were important to me. And so, like always, I like to make it visual, okay? So first of all, you need to make a plan. Basically, just make a plan. Get something going. Put something in writing so that way you know what you're going to be shooting for, okay? After that, a very important thing is do your math. And when I say do your math, it's literally crunching numbers to see if you're at that volume, and if you're at that level where it actually makes sense. Okay, so it has to make sense, all right? That's very important. So do your math, figure it out, figure what you need to do to pay to get yourself to building that team, because we're going to get to that next thing here. And the next thing is you have to make that commitment, guys, okay? So you got to make a commitment to building a team, all right? So there's a lot of things that you need to make sure you look at when you make a commitment. It's really you, okay? And what are you going to offer your team members, all right? So moving on to a very important part that's going to free up that time, because when you do your math, you've got to do your math that includes how to hire an assistant, okay? By hiring an assistant, it's going to free up the necessary time that you need to build your team, all right? So that's why you do your math, you make a plan, and you do your commitment, because without that, you can't hire an assistant. Because if the numbers don't make sense, the volume's not there, so why are you moving forward? Okay? So once you're done hiring an assistant, you made a plan, you made a commitment, you did your math, you want to make sure that you have systems to measure accountability. All right? And make sure everybody gets that in there. You have to have systems to measure accountability. And what that does is it actually lets you grow. Okay, without systems to measure accountability, you're just throwing money away. All right, so a system to measure accountability can be maybe a CRM system, your website, anything you're going to use to measure accountability. What are people doing with the business that's coming through the doors? Okay, that's very important. So you have to have those systems ready to grab team members and put them into those systems. And that way you can sit down there and measure accountability. And that leads me to a very important point, and I think it's actually puts it all together. Of course, there's all other things that that are important to building a team, but these are the important key components to building that team. You need to, you need to hold yourself and your team accountable. You have to really put strong systems into place, so that way you can hold yourself and your team members accountable for the things that need to get done on a day-to-day basis. Without that, you're again throwing money out the window. So those are kind of the key components on building a team. So, do your math, make a commitment, make a plan, hire an assistant, put some systems into place that actually measure accountability and hold yourself accountable to those things that are necessary to build that team and to make money. Basically, you're taking your business to the next level. That's what team building is all about. So with that said, we'll just stay in touch. I'll give you guys great information, and we'll visit next time on our video blog. Thanks for visiting.